Hey guys, Brandon Chitty here out at the Huck Fest here in Hot Springs, Arkansas, having a great time. Got a brand new airplane that I'm really excited about. This is the 3D Hobby Shop 103 Extra. I got it all white and had nachocheese.net. My good buddy Nick did the custom vinyl for it, and it just looks killer. Really excited about it. I have 7940 digital Hitec servos. They're extremely fast. I'm going to show you the speed here in a second. I have one Optimum 9 channel receiver, DA 120, brand new motor for it, just really sweet, just on the regular cans. Just a really cool airplane, flies like a foamy, has big surfaces, but it also fly really straight, good IMAC lines. As you can see in here, it's very simple. We just have everything ran straight into the receiver. There's no extra power devices or anything that you need to plug in before you go into the receiver. I have two batteries, two Thunder Power 7.4 3000 milliamp batteries. One is wide with the rudder servo, and the other one is just plugged into one of the auxiliary channels. For the rudder servo, I have a 7950 digital servo, which is plenty servo for this 35% to do a complete rudder loop. Alright, I'm going to kind of show you the setup. I'm going to turn my Aurora 9 here, go ahead and transmit, and then turn on the airplane. Basically here, I have the servos into the last channels here. So there's a servo for the aileron servo is 5, 6, 7, and 8. And basically in my radio, I just assign those channels. And the reason I did that is when I plug them in, I know that 7 and 8 are the farthest right, and then 5 and 6 are on the left. So it's very easy to just plug in. You don't get them mixed up or anything. All of the Optima receivers have an option for an SPC direct voltage to the receiver. And this is really utilized in electric airplanes where you have a BEC and a lot of amps running through there. But with this high voltage setup, you don't actually need to use the SPC port. Unlike the Optima 6 and the Optima 7, the Optima 9 has two BOTA antennas. Even though I have flown the 6 and 7 receivers in big giant scale airplanes and have no problems, some people have had questions how to mount these antennas. You always want to mount these 90 degrees from each other. You can see this one is horizontal and this one is vertical. It wouldn't matter where they were laying, as long as they were 90 degrees from each other, that is the best orientation. With the Aurora 9, you can actually set a custom low voltage warning to where if you're flying and your batteries drop below that voltage that you have preset, it will warn you that you need to land that airplane and see what's going on with your batteries. Alright, I'm going to kind of show you how fast these 7940s are with the Aurora 9 and the signal. It's just extremely fast. I know there's been some talk about latency issues, but this will prove all that wrong. This is just a great connection here. When I'm flying this airplane, it's just so connected. You can see that right with the stick, that thing moves. I can sit there and flutter them, and you can see that servo just flutter right with it. When I'm flying this thing, I can just give it the smallest movement and it just reacts. I mean, it feels like I'm just with the aileron, if I'm moving the aileron with my own hand. As you can see on my ailerons as well as my elevator, I also run negative 60% expo, which what this does is it makes it softer in the middle point so it doesn't move quite as much as you move the stick. And then as I get about 60% of that stick movement, it jumps to full deflection. And this makes it to where I can be precise while on high rates in the mid-range areas, but then when I want to just roll fast or do like a rolling loop, I can just shove into it and I have full control as I need it.